Hi. Hi. Well, if you notice the tone of my voice, I seem quite, um, you know, not in a good place. Well, kasi kanina nagre-record, I was, how will I say this? Kasi ginagawa ko na kanina yung quest ni Scaramouche. So akala ko I was doing it. I was already like, you know, doing the recording and all. However, napansin ko na I forgot to hit record. And yeah, I don't know what to say. So, welcome to this very messy edit, I guess. Well, hindi pa naman nagsa-start yung wala pa ako sa gitna. As in, nasa unahan pa lang ako. Yung nagsa-start pa lang nakakausap nila yung mga scholars. So, I guess welcome to the messy edit of the Scaramouche story quest. Let's start again. Here, ayan, nagre-record na to. Nyemas. Game.
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the Government Records Office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa.
Oh,
Curiously
Niwa.
enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Okay. People are missing. Could it be who?
Wait, so there are two missing people in the story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Yeah, sila Kazuha.
Swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Yeah.
Wow, yes, you really know your stuff. That
Mm-hmm.
makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art.
Ah, yeah, okay. Kamag-anak
Something
siya
seems to
nila.
have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the
Uh-huh.
details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The
Mm-hmm.
Kaidahara clan?
Kazuha, BB
Smarter, you left
boy.
out the biggest detail of all.
There's
Oh,
more?
yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get
Most
to the
what?
point, for Pete's sake.
Yes, for
According to
Pete.
information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Shocker. Honestly, hindi ko naintindihan yung story kanina kasi na-stress ako bigla. The Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made should be ruling Inazuma with her as we speak. Ooh.
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Yes.
Uh,
I glare at Paimon and hope she keeps her mouth
no,
shut.
Paimon just meant, happy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Huh? Okay. Oh, this is a lot of words. Should I read it? Sure, I guess. A man arrived in Tataratsuna around 3 in the afternoon. Okay. Okay. From afar, he spied laborers walking along the mountain roads toward the factories, their shoes scuffing along with jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long As they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half a head taller greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me, Sir Miyazaki? I cannot think that the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy on you. Okay. Miyazaki smiled like a young man taking the first steps on their journey. Expression relaxed. Why, Katsuragi? Inazuma is the realm of the almighty Shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I possibly face? And what about the good news? There were some, naturally. There were some, naturally. The two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with each other, with the other workers until the path's end. Young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf, okay, gazed at the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now, the flames of a forge are unlike any other, for the intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too, then, was the flame watcher, an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard, and on his face he wore a smile. The workshop was huge, and the furnace was deeper within. A reasonable person might think that there should have been many working alongside the watcher, yet he stood alone. Only when Katsuragi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the watcher turn. This watcher was Niwa, armory officer and administrator of Tatarasuna. Born to the Niwa clan, which served as one of the three pillars of the Ishin art. Niwa never argued with his siblings and was a worthy successor by all accounts. The post he received as a result of his high standing with those in power served as a statement unto itself. Miyazaki handed a well-bundled text to Niwa. As he adjusted his expression, said, It is as you have said, sir. The elders of your clan in the city do not think highly of our plan. Yet I still believe it to be worth a try. As such, I have found the proper vendors and procured the materials that you requested. Okay, so gagawa si Niwa ng sword, I guess. Niwa studied the text and nodded. We should try some of these new forging techniques, whether Kaedehara says ye or nay. Oh, Katsuragi frowned. And with a sigh, he said, Forging is a precise and difficult undertaking. You know this better than most, sirs, and still you seek improvement each day with terrifying drive. Ah, should my lord Nagamasa hear this, the sourness in his face shall be hard to miss. Niwa smiled, replying, And how goes the forging of your lord's great blade, Katsuragi? Katsuragi neither wanted to shame his master nor lie to his two friends, and yet he could not think of any way to deflect, and so groused, I see your ears as keen as your hands, Sir Niwa. The jokes of us unlearned men are as nothing before you. Miyazaki hid his grin. Upon hearing this, Niwa realized the lizard from his hand into Katsuragi's palm. But just as more words were to be exchanged, someone came walking nearby, their footsteps light with the celerity of youth. The head that peeked in the round and in the light of the fires looked like an oiled jewel. The young man placed some boxed food at the table, and nodding, he prepared to leave. Katsuragi called out after him, What about your share? Aren't you going to eat it? The young man, upon hearing those words, found himself slightly at a loss. After a while, he answered, Very well, I'll try it. You are welcome to the food. We all eat the same fare, after all. Miwa said. The man nodded and left, seemingly deep in thought. Extract 2. The Kabuki Mono. The Kabuki Mono was by the coast. Sunset fell to the accompaniment of darkness. The bands of twilight showed themselves not, for in their place did the thunderclouds roil? Okay, what's royal? Grumbling the omens of a coming rainstorm. Darkness filled the flesh of the sea with the dusk and blade of the clouds to kneel upon the lands, its supplication mirroring the kabukimono. With knees bent and face pointed towards the waters, none passed that way, and none knew what he was waiting for in silence. Time passed, unmeasured and uncounted, till a black cloud suddenly tore free from the sky and began to circle the kabukimono, wearing down on him like a nightmare. Ooh. Though he was not aware at first, after his studying gaze was refined by time, he understood. This cloud had marked him from the very start. Outbound, a fishing boat drew near, the lights of its bow flickering in and out of sight beneath falling sheets of rain. A mist unspooled across the area, stealing sight from the fisherman. Repeatedly, he exclaimed, "It is but dusk. How are my eyes darkened? Is there anyone that can deliver my boat upon safe tides?" Like a falling spear, the black cloud reached the bottom of the boat and was joined in its barrenness of direction. Like a charging beast, they plunged into the shoreline. Scant steps away, the Kabukimono stood idle, slanting his head to study the grand wreck. Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help, and with a plop, it landed at the Kabukimono's feet. He crouched to better study the object, straining against the urge to take a bite out of it. Ooh! Why would you bite it? Yet he did not, for the dark cloud swirling around had already picked the remnants of the ship clean. The Kamukimono stared at it blankly, like an awakening dreamer. When he returned to himself, the clouds had scattered as if they had never been there at all. As for the ship, it could have been struck down by a storm. But who was to know? Not the Kabukimono. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Medyo naubo ako. Extract 3. Hmm. Katsuragi rushed to the doorway and shouted, "My lord, things go ill at the furnace. I have searched for Sir Niwa, but there is no trace of him, and much time has passed since Sir Miyazaki left to seek aid, but he has yet to send us any missive. Look." Mikoshi Nagamasa turned slowly, his face grave as one attending a funeral. He spoke then, his words heavy laden. "I wish not to say such words, Katsuragi, but Sir Miyazaki may never return." Katsuragi peeled past Nagamasa's broad, stiff shoulders. Beyond the windows, the clouds above boiled in the waves of black, as if darkness now was the only weather, and might even morph into an abyssal beast and devour Tatarasuna whole. Over 10 people had already perished. That was why Katsuragi recoiled as if struck. Yes, it was coming back to him now, in dribs and drabs. That was why they had to set out to seek aid. Okay. Miyazaki had been the first to set sail. The clouds had only just begun to form then. Traveling from Tatarasuna to Inazuma to ask from support was normally no great feat, and yet there had been no sign of his return. Then a second ship was sent, followed by a third and a fourth, till the Kabukimono himself had departed upon the tides. Under foul skies and ominous fortunes, it had been Katsuragi who had brought him back and treated him as his own, and it pained him greatly to see the lad go. Yet, the situation in Tatarasuna was severe. Even should he sacrifice more lives, it should have been worth it to gain assistance from Inazuma City. Okay, Niwa was gone and none could find him. Afterwards, Nagamasa led a party in the mountains and in the area around the furnace, all to no avail. Folk began to wonder if Niwa might have encountered an accident, but worry soon turned into suspicion and they wondered if he had fled. unwilling to bear the sin of having caused these incidents. The people grew ever more suspicious, and Nagamasa himself strained against his discontent and fury. His face had grown to resemble in rumbling clouds above. Suddenly, ang haba, a figure flashed by. Their presence did not go unnoticed by Nagamasa. He drew his blade and cut through. Though he only nicked the silken veil, the intruder wore. For a moment, they swayed, and then like a marionette. Oh my gosh, ang dami! And then like a marionette, pulled by strings, they moved behind Agamasa, laughing darkly. Are you seeking someone, my lord? Niwa, perhaps? Nagamasa bellowed in a fury. You dare address her Niwa directly? Yet the figure parted like a mist before his falling blade, only to rematerialize beyond reach but not beyond sight. A ghastly apparition was indeed. Was it you who slew my people? Nagamasa howled and charged, held back only by Katsuragi's desperate grip. Sorry. As his senses returned to him, he realized he was but an inch away from falling into the furnace. It seems that the rest of this work remains unfinished from the existing text. However, it is apparent that this is a novel of fantastical, colorful sensibilities, born from an imagination, born from an imagination well utilized. True.
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Putang ina, dami niyo naman pinapabasa. Brief analysis of possible events of historical importance in the Tatarasuna area. Details. This text belongs to a series of works sponsored by the Vahumas Veil Cutter Project. It has been yet to be numbered. It has yet to be numbered. Author Akaba. Girl, and dami. I will not read this much.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Girl.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
True. Yeah, sounds more like a novel.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know.
Mm-hmm.
This is as much detail as you're ever going to get.
Yes.
Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what
Uh-huh.
hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
True.
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave you
We
to
have
it.
some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now.
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
You should pay me, if ever. Okay? Pay me. Primo Gems, 10 pulls.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Seems like
Okay,
it,
but
yeah.
even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh?
Yeah.
After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
I
Hey,
think
Paimon,
so.
Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
Oh! Oh, he's there! Oh my gosh! Is he there?
Did you see that? He literally just went by. Over there.
Yeah.
It looked like
Ayun siya! Oh my gosh!
the balladeer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Yes, let's go. Okay, now we have to follow Scaramouche na. Scarababes. Yay! Sa loob? Wow, sa loob. Very kabog. Sige. Let's go. Let's see kung anong ganap. Hmm. Oh, by the way, binago ko pala yung parang orientation ratio. Yung sa screen, medyo niliitan ko siya ng konti kasi feeling ko parang stretched masyado pag naka full screen. Kaya ginawa ko lang na ganyan. Medyo like cropped siya sa gilid. Not really cropped, pero alam mo yun, nasa gilid siya. So, yeah. I think kanina niya pa napapansin. But, yun, ganun lang. Ginawa ko lang yun. Ooh, okay. Hey, it's been a while simula nung bumalik ako dito. Kasi wala namang masyadong ganap dito kaya hindi ako pumupunta. Mamatay ba ako pag... Oh! Oh, sinahida din. Okay, I'm using... Sorry, okay. Sinahida din. Hey! Hey, queen! Ayan. Go! Ba't lagi nasa gitna yung cursor ko? Hmm.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are.
Hi!
Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public.
True.
Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Yes,
Wait! What are
queen.
you doing in
I'm
this nature reserve,
here.
Donna? Aren't you supposed to be laughed at? I
Yes.
know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It
Okay,
was my
sige.
idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me.
Okay.
A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
Yeah, dapat known ha.
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumero would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
Yes,
But if that's the
exactly.
case, why haven't you done it already?
Kasi ayaw nung
Don't
game.
flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Girl, I would kill you in a brink of time. Tama ba yung term? Basta, I would not hesitate to unalive you, girl.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Hyman's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yeah.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladier's
Okay.
power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That
Okay.
puts him in quite a precarious position.
Talaga ba?
Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore?
Ah, okay. So, hindi
I
na.
take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the
Oh.
doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
I say deserve.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly all the stable ones are.
Yeah.
That's how it was between me and the Fatui.
and also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events,
Hmm.
even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a crying shame. Hmm.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we
Okay.
discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I
Hmm.
think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear. Don't you?
Yes.
And they're your
Yes.
friends, so
Yes.
I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yes, dapat
Yeah,
ganon.
obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
Obvi.
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We
O,
still
diba?
have
Hindi,
time.
hindi tayo pinansin ni
Today
Nahida,
can be a
B.
trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then
Okay.
I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida,
Bye.
are you serious about this?
Ay, naku,
Yes.
Nahida.
I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
My benefit?
Yes. As I told you once before,
Mm-hmm.
there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Ah, yeah. Oo nga. Nasabi mo
Actually,
last
that's the
time.
whole reason we came to see you today. So,
Yes.
you have an update on that?
True, B.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
You
go.
may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category.
Yes.
This is an extremely important point.
Okay,
It's
go on.
possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was
Hmm.
granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era.
Okay.
Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The
Okay.
amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me.
Ganun ba
So I
yun?
asked the
Ba
Balladeer to
yan?
search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information and should be able to find it more quickly.
Oo nga, what if he lies to you?
Exactly! Or what if you... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
Yes.
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the
Mm-hmm.
future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all.
Pera.
Our minds have connected several times before.
Mm-hmm.
There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark,
Ay,
searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As
kabog.
Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer.
Yes,
As
dapat.
someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you.
Hello,
If
V.
this deal with
Shadow
the Balladeer
naman.
can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Bigyan mo na lang akong pera, B. No?
It's my
Okay.
pleasure.
Thank you na lang.
You're
Thank you.
Sumeru's
Okay.
hero. You've more than earned it.
Sobra, mas may kwenta talaga tong si
I'm
Nahida
still
kaysa
worried
dun sa
about this
tatlo.
idea.
I mean,
Is there anything we
'di
can do to
ba?
help?
Mas siya yung tumulong
I
kay
was going to
Traveler.
contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In
True.
fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
I will kill him.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course,
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Ano ba yan? Okay, got it.
Good. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Okay, go. Laban. Ay, nako. Ay, wow, bongga naman.
It's pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be
Wow.
because Sumeru's at peace now.
Ay, oh. Pak. Pak. Oh, ganda. Pak. Oh. Okay, wala akong weapon or anything. Can I go here? Okay, let's see. Alam kong wala namang gagawin dito kundi maglakad, pero ipo-push ko na rin to. Baka naman may mga ganap-ganap. So this is where it kind of like starts. I can't climb. I can't jump. Okay, sige. So, walk lang talaga tayo. Okay. Saglit. Hold on. May check lang. Okay. Yeah. Running well. Let's go. Nice. Cute naman. Yes. Ooh. Ay nako, bala din. Ha! Windblade! Charot.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You
Mhm.
know, you didn't have
Yeah.
to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, but I guess you
Kala mo
panicked when
ah.
you realized that I might enter Ermin's soul ahead of you.
Yeah, Nahida sent me to babysit you. Bitch.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
True B is
I
true.
understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
What if magsuntukan
Sounds
tayo
like a
dito?
successful rendezvous. I
Okay,
need to
sige.
be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul.
Ay, ganun. Di ba
It is
parang
an
yan na
environment
yun?
like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru.
Okay, sige.
Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You
Aha.
must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are
Okay.
many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry.
Okay.
This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Sige na nga.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
True.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are going to be traveling together after all. Per my
Okay.
agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All
Okay.
you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Okay. Sure.
Confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If
True.
there are no further objections, I suggest we get going.
Bad trip ako
Did
dito
you
kay
need some time
Scaramush.
to mentally prepare yourselves?
No B, wala namang mangyayari dito. So push na natin.
On this guy. It's unbearable.
Focus on doing our job.
We can
Ha!
start now.
The serve.
Irminsul access granted.
Ay, oh.
Initiating connection procedure.
Yes. For the
Is
connections.
this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Okay. 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 So pumasok na tayo dun sa sapling. Pumasok ba? Or parang yun yung sort of portal-ish. Ooh.
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
It's different from what I imagined.
I've
Ano?
never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Yeah.
Ermin's soul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tavat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick
Mhm.
your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Same.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still
Okay.
sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Okay, whatever.
Say we did go running off in here. What happened? What are you smirking?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Okay, sure. Wala namang iba. What if... Eee! Oh my gosh, will I die? Will I die? No. What if... Wee! Check natin kung anong mangyayari. Boing! Okay, wala. Can I run? No, I can't. Okay, sige. Sundan lang natin yung path.
These sapling things have spread out.
Yeah. The fragments have dissipated. Okay,
Those are
follow
all
the ball.
packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be
Okay.
careful not to touch them.
Ay, bawal. Okay, sige. Locations changed. Look like we've been transported to another path. No, uunahan kita. Itatouch ko yan. Itatouch ko. Ah! Krrr. Oops, nawala. Okay. Ooh!
The same in every direction.
Palapit na kami, I think. The space is indeed unusual, but it seems that the balladeer something. Oh! Ba't nasa gitna lagi yung cursor?
About getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth.
Ever. Whatever.
What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
No.
We're here.
What a
Okay.
huge tree!
Ooh.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
Ay, oh.
The balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
He hasn't put up any resistance, and he seems good at working. First the combines, the water source, now this. What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Okay. Ano yan? Nagsisearch na ba siya?
The ones with nothing to do.
True.
Paimon,
It's good to.
you like to talk?
Ay. Nahida? Is this a telepathic conversation?
Yes.
Ay, kabog.
Also invited Paimon to join.
Wow naman. For the GC. GC without Scaramouche. Love it.
What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
I'm guessing that you don't want us to disturb the balladeer.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
True.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great. So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, and he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Okay. Is it about his past, the betrayals, and other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
Ooh. Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I run into Hypatia at Pardis Jai. Ah, yung ano, yung
So,
history niya.
you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Well, not really. I mean, namatay naman sila. Hindi naman, I don't think that's considered as betrayal. So, anyway, ever.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else. Everyone
No.
has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon. Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that? If you mean
Uh-huh.
the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on,
Yeah.
yes, I know about all of that.
Okay, so ichichika mo ba?
Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At
Mm-hmm.
least that's what they thought.
You don't know about the story Akaba and Sawada are writing.
Oh, how interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone. So the Gesse got it right?
Guessy.
They guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Sabotage.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
Ano ba yan? Nalaman niya na may GC kami. Daya naman.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
True, B. Kaya nga hindi kasi naman sa GC eh. 'Di ba?
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
Just search.
Have you found anything yet?
Still looking.
Yeah, have
Don't
you
get your
found
hopes up, though.
anything?
You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Ano ba yan?
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is a hard work.
Right
True.
now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage.
Ay, nako. Whatever.
Huh? Wait.
Ano? Ano naman? What?
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Oh, anonymous
Hey,
data.
don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Yeah.
Shh. Just wait.
Okay, okay.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Ano? Ay, oo nga.
Whoa!
Are we getting sucked in? Ooh, we got sucked
I
in.
have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place,
Siya si
like
Miwa.
a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As
True.
I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma.
Mm-hmm.
As for Tatara Suna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow.
Oh.
The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some
Mm-hmm.
world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the
Ooh.
proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
He's from what's that? Sa Hydro Archon
Yes,
Fontaine.
well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale.
Yeah.
You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even
Mm-hmm.
now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants,
Mm-hmm.
working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me.
Esther.
From the outset, I saw
Esther.
much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma. And it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say,
Esther.
Escher.
Esther.
Is this really the truth?
Esther. Esther pala. Akala ko Esther.
My good sir, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I
Yeah, what
tried
do
to
you
resist
mean?
thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. I
Okay.
didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way.
Huh.
What
Okay.
have we gained from adopting your new technology?
Ominous
Black
black
smoke?
smoke.
Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate.
Oh, okay.
And recently,
So negative yung
as you
effects
well
niya.
know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun.
Okay.
This is our last hope, but that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher?
Escher.
Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Seems like it. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher.
Ooh,
But
Escher.
Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand.
Ooh,
If
yokai.
he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace.
Yeah.
And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem.
Yeah.
I'm in charge here,
True.
and I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Ano
Drop
bang
the act.
ganap? Ano ba
We're
yan?
past that now. Whoever you are, I It looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked. I just
Oh,
want to know what you're
destroy
still
niya yung
doing here.
Tatarasuna.
What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Ooh! Ooh! Girl!
A
Oh
moment
my gosh, she
like
died.
this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
Okay, so gusto lang niya sirain yung Tatarasuna.
You...
Gosh, she died. Boom. I'm guessing siya yung friend ni Scaramush na isa.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a
Yes.
long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias,
Oh.
and that I was not from Fontaine at all.
Oh my gosh, ang
And
kagaling.
yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity
Oh my gosh.
and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
Who?
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace.
Oh, but you're quite wrong.
Sino
There
siya?
is one other person.
Siya ba si Doctor?
Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out.
Uh-huh.
But this makes no sense.
Yeah.
What are you really trying to accomplish by all this?
Mm-hmm.
Why go to all this trouble?
True.
It's no trouble at all.
Okay,
Patience
feeling ko
is a
siya si
virtue which
Doctor.
I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment.
Yeah, si
If
Doctor
you
siya.
must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
Wait, so yan yung face reveal niya?
Fatui? Who? What do you want?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's
Huh.
it. That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Look
yan yung
how
face
even the
reveal.
righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise.
Oh, wow.
My device
Okay.
functions precisely as you say.
Look good.
It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet.
Oh my
Make no
gosh.
mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
Mm-hmm. Gasping for air. Gasping for air. Cough.
If you give him my heart,
Ooh.
tell him that
Bakit ka
both
naman nagsasuggest na
one of
nang
us
i-give ang heart
cannot
kay Scaramush?
see him as one of us. He
One
has
of
nothing
us.
to
One of
prove to
us.
anyone.
Ooh.
Because not everyone just wants to use other people.
Oh.
The only ones who think like that are people like you.
Dottore face reveal. Wow.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself.
Okay,
Think
yeah.
of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target.
Mm-hmm.
You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat. I
Aw.
say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa, already dead. What a pity.
Lo. Fail.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
Ooh,
Creating a
Jester.
gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings.
Wow, bilis naman ng change outfit niya.
What fun it was.
Ah, wait. So, ano ba yun? This
I'd
guy's,
like
like,
to
hindi
introduce
talaga
a
yun yung face
puppet
niya.
to you. If he proves
Ano ba
useful,
yan? Anyway,
let's
whatever.
make him our newest comrade. And if not,
Hmm.
let's turn him to dust.
Ano ba yan? Ay, ayan. Tapos na yung flashbacks. So, how do you
Are you
feel?
alright?
How do you feel?
Dottore!
Dottore. Ay, ayan na naman. May mga glitch na naman siya. Na-late yung ano,
Good.
animation. Sorry.
Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
Yes, B.
Why did we see things from his perspective? When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you.
Yes.
He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Ah, so hindi niya alam na namatay. Tama ba? Pero dun sa history, dun sa parang flashback from Hypatia, nag-ano siya, namatay, nakita niya.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad.
Nako.
Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
Okay.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Ah, sige, I'll let you process your
I'm
emotions
confused about
muna.
the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Yeah.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer.
Oh.
Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift.
Ay, ganon.
He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing.
Ah,
But it
okay.
had protected him from the filth.
So yun yung heart ng friend niya.
And yet, this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground
Ay.
and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Oo. Wala na yung heart.
Moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment. Now we know that was behind his decision to take revenge on Raiden Gokdan 100 years ago, but it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Ano ba yan?
Tottori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Pwede ba ako lumapit? Hello! Hi, B. Kamusta ka dyan? Wait. Wait! B. B. Wait. Ay, okay. A while later.
Shall we see how he's doing?
Na-process mo na ba ang lahat ng mga pangyayari?
Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend. It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Buti naman.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even
Ano
if
ba
we
yan?
can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Okay.
Does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Sana meron.
Don't thank me just yet.
Pa yan?
You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you. The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
Oh, sinamon siya.
Responded?
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria
Ooh.
and lived with your sister for a time.
Oh, yung may star sa face. Tama ba? Okay, so magkakilala sila. The Jester, another Fatui Harbinger.
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good.
Okay.
In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Oh my gosh, anong gagawin niya?
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long.
Anong
I
gagawin
shared
niya?
a secret with you, and now you owe me.
Ay,
So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
sige. Andaya, hindi. Kasi part yun ng mission mo. Ba't kita, ever. Part yun ng mission mo, girl. Na magsabi ng info. Daya naman. Ay, naku. Kaya nairita ako dito kay
Give me your hand.
Scaramush. Ay, naku. Nakakaloka.
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Are you trying to brainwash me?
I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So
Okay.
tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Hindi ako sure. Pwede ba yun?
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Pwede ba yun?
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me.
Okay.
So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Hindi naman. Binura lang niya. Wala namang binago sa past.
Did you say not to go running off?
Balladeer,
Fast
stop.
reaction time. but I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Hmm? Oh!
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
Okay.
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer!
Okay.
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Okay, sige, hanapin natin siya. Ay, wala, hindi natin siya nakita. Huh.
Oh no, he's really gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, girl.
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
Sabi sa'yo
It was the
eh.
Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
Ay, nako. You tell Nahida everything that happened.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power
Ay,
hidden when he was
nako.
defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had? Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida. Don't be. It's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Okay. Anong gagawin ko? Combat. Makikipaglaban ba ako? Anong gagawin ko? Oh my gosh. What will I do? What will I do? Okay, cutscene ito.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something? This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with.
Ay, oh.
Leave this one to me.
Sana all talaga, parang Nahida. Ako na bahala, ganon.
Nahida, will you be okay? Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Okay, sige.
Her voice is gone.
Chika lang dito. Chill lang kami ni
I
Paimon.
can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Paimon doesn't remember Greater Lord Kalibata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in full, and the truth might be very distressing for Paimon. Skip the part 4, Greater Lord Kalibata, and focus on Balladeer.
He wants to change the past?
Yeah,
Surely that's impossible!
true.
Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life.
True.
Like, Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history.
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
Well, well, nagawa nga ni Nahida, so.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him.
True.
There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Yun na nga ang chika. Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from the Emerald Soul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. Worst scenario, if it will be affect everyone with a connection to the writing Kokoden Kazuhaya kaya to.
There's nothing we can
Bilis,
do
hindi ko
about it
mabasa.
at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
Patayin si Balladeer.
Seems like now there's
No?
nothing
Okay.
left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Me
So,
neither.
how about we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? If that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Wednesday grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake. And Drayon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad. Oh, Adeptus temptation. Golden shrimp balls. Triple layered consomme. Lotus seed and bird egg soup. And...
Oh my gosh, what happened? Is it done?
Hmm?
Paimon, what's wrong?
What do we... What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now?
Naglilist ng food.
Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
Foods or kay Balladeer? I-check nga natin kay Balladeer.
The Balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh.
Oh.
Weird name though.
Oh my. He actually pulled it off.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No,
So,
nothing.
the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
Damn. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
Want to go back to Inazuma.
Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Let's get over there first. Okay, Dance of Destruction. Talk to Aminoma Togo. Balik kaya tayo sa ano? Try nating balik dun sa taas. Yan. Makakapasok kaya tayo. Wala si Nahida. Wala si Nahida. Okay. So, balik tayo sa Inazuma. Side. Okay. Hmm. Wait, naglag. Talk to Aminoma Togo. Ayon sa Aminoma Smith. Hi.
We've made it to Amanoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while.
I'd like to ask a question
Of course. Go ahead.
about the Raiden Gokaden.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokaden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the
Okay.
great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
Hmm.
But fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokaden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Yes, B.
Oh, yeah, we were. Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokaden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
Wow. What was the reason behind their decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never
Uh-huh.
the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaede Harakazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokaden, it was right that I should know the truth.
Okay.
There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale.
Okay.
The Raiden Gokaden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith
heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster.
Okay.
Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent-up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Honestly, hindi ko naintindihan. It looks like the validator did something in Emerson, but seems Niwa still died.
Anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well. My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Wait, so pumuntahan natin si Si Kazuha. Okay, sige. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, what if...
Whenever I'm reminded of what happened back then, it always weighs on my heart.
Sige, go. Gosh. Yashiro Commission. Saan yan? Kila Kamisato.
This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler!
Oh.
It's been a while.
Hello.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Aw.
Are they out
Sad.
on business?
The commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they...
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Okay.
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be
Okay.
heading in then. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say? Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
How are the commissioner?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the commissioner's behalf.
Oh, okay.
As for the commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
Okay.
Pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Ano ba gusto mong Ay, hindi. Sine-check ni Traveler kung nakalimutan na nila si ano.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
I'm flattered.
Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away. The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's because Toma is a much better chef than most.
Well, true then.
The commissioner is so fond of home comforts.
Are we done? Oh my gosh. Siya tapos.
Too, you know. Always with a very fond tone.
Yeah! Okay, I'm done. Okay. Ay, oh my gosh, ang dami niya sinasabi. Thank you very much. I'll visit next time. Bye-bye. No, stop.
Paimon's itching to try it. Alright, goodbye for now.
Sinek lang naman natin doon. Okay, stop. Sorry. Sorry, napagod ako. Napagod ako dun sa ano. Dami yan, chika. Sana umalis na lang siya.
Taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Hirotatsu. Tadaratsuna. Ha? Dito ba yun? Di ba ito? Ah, okay. Goodbye. Who's trying to join? Najwa. No. Sorry. Magawa ako ng quest. Hi, Xavier.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something? Or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler and Paimon?
Yes.
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. That's me. So what about you two?
Cute.
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Do you know much about Tatarasun?
Certainly do. I've
Feeling ko
researched the
nagche-check lang siya
furnace
ng
in
memories
some
ng mga
depth.
tao.
If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
Check nyo
Like the
kung
back of my
natatandaan.
hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here. Oh, well, it's a long... I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say
Okay.
he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade.
So ito na si
Seems like the
Dottore.
technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic, huh? Looks like the doctor says operators are ready on the instrument chaos.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about
I am.
Tatarasuna?
Sorry.
Come on,
Sorry.
ask already.
Sorry. Ang
Oh,
daming
I didn't
dialogues.
realize you two
Napagod
were
ako.
into mysteries.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge? Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever... See? See? Ang dami mong chika. Pwede mo namang sabihin na, have you ever heard of a kabukimono?
A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across...
There's no more about kabukimono. Did the pilot really manage to erase it completely? So he was the one that changed the world and brought everything back the way it was. But so far, looks so much of a full affected himself.
Of course!
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. More than
Bye.
happy to help. Farewell.
Bye-bye.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Yes.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Thanks. Okay. Ano na, balik na tayo sa Sumeru. Kabukimono's finale. Turn to the sanctuary of Surastana. Oh. Oh, yun yung scholars.
Hey, it's them.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
No.
What do
Oh
you
my
want to talk to us
gosh.
about?
Wala
Like we
na.
discussed last time.
Goodness.
Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Should we join them?
No. Okay, sige.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Happily hidden tale, strange notes, contents are follow. This is quite a lot. May mga naka-yellow, but it's still too much. No, I will not read it, sorry.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
Nope. Ano ba?
well,
Girl, ay mo agad
what do you
sabihin.
think?
A
Hey,
masterpiece.
Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this?
What did you find
Sure.
out?
It's a long story.
What you learned about the Raiden Kokkaden and Tatarasuna's
Wow,
history.
so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yes,
So
of
it all comes down to
course.
one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
Bakit may accent si
This
Sawan?
new information
Ang kulit ng
actually
accent niya.
lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having.
Yes, okay. Point taken. You.
And they're back at it.
Oh, I'm so
Bye.
sorry.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out.
Will do.
Bye-bye. Oh my god, I am so patient today. I am so... I'm so sorry. Bakit ako nagmamadali? Nairita ako dun sa boses nung matanda. Ang dami niyang chika. Dun, dun, dun. Wee! 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 Sup?
Nahida, we're here. Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma. The Balladeer?
Hala, pati sa kanya binura.
Sounds like some kind of code name.
Oh my gosh.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me? Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay. Scattered across time. There was once when a villager created by Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events in Tatarasuna, the Balandir, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years. As he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with the Gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth about his betrayal. Knowing that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable and in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from
Ay
Earth.
naku, Nahida. Dapat talaga hindi ka na pumayag.
How was he even able to do that? As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it.
Okay, naalala niya yung fight.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality. So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world? Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Yeah.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it? I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I'm not really sure. We were enemies after all, and I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone, or did he want to completely undo his existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rukadevata erased her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that. Okay. Ano ba yan? Bakit ayaw? Sabihin mo na kasi. God naman yan, okay lang yan.
Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the
Yes.
balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. This story makes sense. Every part of it. The balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself. Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Yeah, he changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those who faded to a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life, or did he wish it never existed at
Please
all?
wait a moment. I want to check something.
Okay. Ano yun? May
Found it.
logs ba dun?
This should be the one.
Oh!
It
Bilis
turns
naman.
out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us. What is it? A
Ooh.
record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Okay. Surprisingly, the information is presented to in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it? I authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the balladeer? When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else. Hold on. So this record survived from the past? Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the kabuki mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered Irminsul.
So, alam mo na.
Incredible! What a great idea! And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the balladeer.
Yeah. Bongga naman ni Nahida doon. Clap, clap. Very good.
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends.
Hmm.
The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur.
Mm-hmm.
Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it.
Ooh.
The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the
Oh.
flames,
Ito yung
and
parang sa
die for your
Tatarasuna
fox kin."
story. Okay.
The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived.
Mm-hmm.
It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content.
Mm-hmm.
I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Okay. So, yun nga yung nangyari sa Tatarasuna.
We solved it! I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story.
Ayan,
It
naalala
is
niyo.
his
Hey.
very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it.
Yes.
That's why they backed up his memory for later use.
True.
I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered. It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all.
Yes. True.
Completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
Like, from previous versions na ba tayo
The
tinatry?
Balladeer agreed to help me with the
Tinatry
next edition about
i-finish.
the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, He confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
I've never had this feeling
Sounds like
before.
Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But
Yes.
still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better. This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When
Yes.
you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering,
Ay,
the light
wow.
of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along. Yeah, that is
Wow.
right.
It's so
Cheer
deep.
up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later. Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head? You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk.
Okay, I guess.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
No.
There's a few things I'd like to look into. You should go take a walk and try to unwind.
No. 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 Okay. Take a walk around the Grand Bazaar to clear your head. What if I jump? Whee! Okay, sige. Grand Bazaar. Sure. 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 Okay, let's go to Grand Bazaar. Grand Bazaar. Tagal ah. Yan. Okay. Mag-walk daw sa Grand Bazaar. Ano yun? Bakit naman nagpe-frame drop? What? Huh? Something's wrong. Hindi naglo-load yung details. Anyway, yaan mo na. Ganun talaga. Pag putyo-putyo yung PC.
We're here! What should we eat first?
There's something I'm missing. Something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Ano ba? Sorry. I should be more patient on how the story is, on how the story is going.
Paimon will
So,
be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
stick out. It's gotta be in there somewhere. There's something about there. What's all about deleting oneself.
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
Not even her otherwise. Whoosh.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Simply not possible for the Balladeer to completely erase his own existence. In which case, the question is, What happened
Excuse
to
me,
him?
boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Ooh. Ito na siya. Redesigned Balladeer. The redesigned Scaramouche. New and improved packaging. Scaramouche animal version.
Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you
Mm-hmm.
see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right.
Sorry,
Maybe it's the city.
boss.
It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's
Hmm.
that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just...
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I got greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsettias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
No, I will attack him. Charot. Nasaan? Oh, wala. Ayun siya. He's there. Ayan. We're following. Feeling ko alam na niya.
Yeah, this'll do.
Hmm.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsettias?
Yes.
Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Shush.
Right.
Shush.
Enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I would never believe it.
You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us.
You've been following me all the way from the city.
Yes.
I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're right. We're following you.
Have we met before?
Yes.
No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yes.
I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
And prove it. You're a puppet.
Puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all.
Mhm.
That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There's something I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
Okay.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Suspicious, but
Let's
okay.
return to the city.
Suspicious, but okay. Return to the grocery stall. Wait. Wait lang. Feeling ko Candice mas mabilis tumakbo. Ay, nako naman. Totoo kaya na hindi na naaalala ni Balladeer yung sarili niya? So parang kung yung theory is sort of like yung ginawa ni Ruka Devata, edi as in bagong tao to. Ganun.
What kind of story should I come up with today?
Let's see.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry?
Uh-huh.
But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't...
Oh, lito ka, no? Nalito ka din.
No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't
Kia.
mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
Okay. Saan natin siya dadalhin? Okay, return to the sanctuary. Ano mangyayari? Pero totoo kaya na hindi na niya naaalala? Very suspicious para sa akin yun. Very suspicious. Wait, nasaan ako? Ayan. Nawala yung cursor, sorry. Whee! Oh. Now what will happen next? tinitignan mo, B? What's that?
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
Wow, bait
We found this
naman.
guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
The lesser Kusanali, what happened in the Grand Bazaar?
You say that you are trekking across to Vat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called... previous
Incarnation.
incarnation.
Yeah, incarnation.
Oh,
Okay, gets.
like a past life or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Not very likable.
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many
Ay,
things that
oh,
would be considered
bongga.
evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you.
True.
As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Ay, oh, totoo, may point. He did also wonder about his past.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
What?
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong.
Huh?
Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific chain of place and time. Okay.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
Yeah.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Well, true.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's
If
enemies.
we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
Ganun talaga, B.
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Ay, oh.
I want to experience my own transgressions.
Ay,
Even
oh.
though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish. Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Okay.
Good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Anong gagawin natin, B? Enter Kabuki. Oh, wait. Can I read his mind?
I see everything.
Time to face the music.
Ooh.
Everyone hold hands.
Can I read Nahida? No. Can I talk to him?
No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it. Whatever it takes. I'm just sorry that you have to join me for the whole thing.
Yeah, you should pay me for this.
It's time to get ready.
Okay. Enter pack reminiscent thrift. May kalaban ako. Ay, may kalaban ako. Huh. Hydro or I think I need start. Okay. Mm,
Present. Chivalry will never die.
yeah, this is good.
This looks like Inazuma. Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories.
Oh,
These
okay.
memories will show you the raw truth. But be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Sounds like an immersive experience. It's
Huh.
a good thing we came along.
Yeah, very
Don't make deals
immersive.
for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here. Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace? You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear
Okay.
footsteps.
Oops.
This place is huge.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved too.
Shake Pavilion, di ba yun yung ano, domain?
There's someone passed out on the ground.
Oh, siya si Katsuragi.
Who are you? You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He
Okay.
found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna. And the rest is history. Well, it used to be. In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa.
Mm-hmm.
But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put
Oh,
an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
well.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
Huh.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Malalaman natin.
Who share the
I will just have to cut this. Chest. Wala ng chest. Nakuha ko na. Okay.
Nagamasa, I found this
Oh.
young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Oh.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Ano yun? Ano yun? What's that? Is that a memory? Is that like a checkpoint? What happened?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
Oh.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you.
Oh, yun yung isa,
I
yung
lived here for
bata.
a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. And then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
And then everyone
But we
died.
can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him.
Oh.
His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him.
Oh.
They made a promise to live together. What happened to the child then? He died from his illness while he was still very young.
Mm-hmm.
The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Oh, namatay.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh.
Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others.
Girl, that's not considered as a betrayal kasi like the kid died, wala naman siyang choice kasi may sakit siya. Wala naman gumamot sa kanya.
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Okay, ulit. Ay. Okay, so continue lang ako dito. Wow. Kala mo naman, tamaan ako nun. Okay. Tadaan. Ooh.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
Ooh.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast? The loneliness of death.
Come at me. I will have order.
A touch of frost.
Went too far.
From whence you came.
My work.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. So, kung nausap siya ni Jester. Ooh.
This place is dark.
Yes, girl.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma. In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
True.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
Yeah, because we've been here.
Hey, look over there.
Look over there.
My fair lady.
Ooh.
Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Ooh, hi, senora.
Gain from belittling your subordinates. You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
Oh.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
Yeah, you're
I just
gonna
can't have
die.
you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now.
Oh.
Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Girl, you will die, girl.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
And then, papasok ako.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Is that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
Well...
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Witness the power of the wild.
No escape. Submit for judgment.
The citizens.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now what? Now what? Now what? Wala pa. Okay, ayun na. Ooh!
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Ooh.
Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Oh.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramushy. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
Para siya si Snape. Pansin ko lang. Like, yung way kung paano magsalita si Doctor, parang si Snape.
Sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon. Let's move on.
Okay. Anong gagawin ko? Mabalik ako dito. Sige. Next. Saan na to?
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
Oh.
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
Yes.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear.
So, like, you will
No
die?
matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
return my memories to me?
Matay ka na ba?
But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Ano ba yan?
I've lived with the void in my chest
So,
my whole
ulit
life.
lang yung...
My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next.
Okay.
But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Oh, wow. Person's gonna raise themselves if the original volunteer is gone. This person will live on this place. Huh.
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people.
Mm-hmm.
But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Ay, oh.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
So parang ulit, ano, hindi ko gets. Tinanggal nga niya eh, tas gusto mo ulit? Gusto mo sa'yo na ulit? Girl, ano ba
You
yan?
have made your decision. Now, take this.
Ooh.
Set him free?
Hmm.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
Oh, wow. See? Ano? Tapos gusto mo na naman uling burahin kasi nasa-stress ka.
Is he alright?
Ooh! Lo. Lo. Oh my gosh. Ano nangyari? Do I need to fight? Do I need to fight? Ay! Wow. Kabog. Oh! Ay! Ang bongga mo dun, Traveler. Oh my gosh, ano nangyari? Ooh!
All worthless dross will be purged.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this won't be the end.
What are you doing? What's happening? Huh? Oh! Okay, so like, nag-connect sila. And then... Whoa! Ooh! Hala! Ayun yung vision niya! Ay! Cute! Oh my gosh, first time natin makakita ng ganito. Like, yung scene na naka-obtain ng vision yung character. Are we supposed to like fight? What? Ooh!
This is trying my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
Have you got any more stupid questions?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here. Come on. Let's do this. Ooh!
How amusing. At my command, you shall fall.
No! Doon ba sa gilid? Ayan, sige. Hehe. No! No! Can do this.
Insignificant dust.
Ay! Uy, ayan, nice.
Feeble human.
Ooh, I think yeah.
The wind rises.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Amusing. You dare to gaze upon me?
Ah, boom. Nice. Okay, that's... it's easy.
This is trying my patience. Have you got any more stupid questions?
What are you doing? 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 Oh,
Imbecile!
hey.
Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. Definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
Now you've recovered your memories.
You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Okay.
This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Kung nakuha na niya yung memory niya, ano ba yun? Maaalala pa din pa kaya siya nung ibang tao? Maalala pa din kaya siya or hindi na? Let's see.
Welcome back, traveler, Paimon, Balladeer. It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted. You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine.
Hi mo.
But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
Ay, ayaw mo na ng
After
Balladeer?
learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the sixth is.
Okay, so yung sa kanya lang yung bumalik. Tapos yung sa ibang tao, hindi na nila maaalala talaga completely.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But
True.
that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, what you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan.
Cute.
I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Well, true, kasi, you know,
Utility to
wisdom.
others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it. Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that.
Yes,
Sorry
true.
if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered.
Okay.
Including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well.
Thanks. Sana meron pa.
Traveler.
Yes.
After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
I wanted to know what
So
you
that's how you
changed.
found out whose fate had changed. And how. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
Yes, you should pay me back with money, I guess. Please don't make it sound like I'm extorting.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not
Okay.
true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things
Balancing
in
the
this world can
books.
never be brought back,
Yeah,
and they can never be changed.
true.
Which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole.
Yeah.
To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
Hmm.
Hmm. But
So,
humans can't live
ano
without a
bet mo?
heart, can they?
Okay.
Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
Push niya pa din talaga yung
You
ano niya,
understand what
yung heart
giving
niya
is
na yun.
perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until
Mm-hmm.
one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you can give Nahida a chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty
Ah,
darn
bait naman si
complicated.
Nahida.
Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Okay. Ano? For the think?
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Ay, oh, nag-agree na siya kay Nahida.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Yes.
Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you too.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
La, ako magde-decide?
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Hala, ako magde-decide?
Have you got anything?
Oh my gosh, ako yung mag-name sa kanya. Okay, name change rules. You can obtain the item an appellative stroke from the Archon Quest interlude in version of the... Ah, Archon Quest to! So, hindi... Okay, Archon Quest pala to. Akala ko parang story quest lang. Which will allow you to change Eon's Adrift Wanderer's name. Okay, please take note that some names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the name going forward will display the name that you have chosen. There is a limit on the number of times you can rename these characters, so do so with care. Travelers, please ensure that you follow the terms and services while using this function. To create a healthy gaming environment, please read and confirm that you will not instigate or take part in creation of content that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, government, or region, the bullying or insulting of any travelers or group of travelers, any of the content and other content or behavior that violates other terms of service. We may have to restrict your use of the game services if you do not follow these rules. This may include suspension, restriction, a name reset, forced disconnection, login suspension, or account for feature. Huh. At the same time, you are welcome to use the report function to send feedback to us, should you encounter the aforementioned situations. Huh. Okay. Wonder. What if Wanderer na lang?
Are you sure?
Let me... Okay. O, di isa pa.
Have you got anything?
Wait lang, B. So, ayaw na niya ng Wanderer. I guess hindi rin pwedeng Scaramouche. Pwede ba? Wait. I will not lie. Isa-search ko kung anong mangyayari. Wait, what will happen? What will happen if I name Scaramouche? Scaramouche. Genshin. Okay, I'm reading. I'm online. Next quest. Wait. Fix a name for him. Okay, to rename Scaramouche, players cannot. Here are some things to keep in mind. Players can't use Scaramouche old names. This includes no space allowed. Wonder can bear playable character names or Paimons. If you try to name him with the names that you want, Scaramouche old name. I have no need for those names anymore. Player's character's name or Paimon. That won't work. Okay. Meron siyang iba-ibang responses. You can be serious. This is supposed to be... Ay, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, ano ba maganda? Hmm, what does this mean? Iyon. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Sige, I will name him Ion. Yes, I will name him that. Kasi yun yung nasa ano niya, nasa banner niya. Ion sa drift. So, Ion. I do not know what Ion means. So, hanapin natin. Ion. Okay, Ion baby name meaning God is gracious. Oh, okay. Pwede. Yeah, sakto. Cause, Nahida is gracious and technically she's a god, so yeah. Ion. Confirm.
Are you sure?
Yes, I think this will do.
Oh, alright. If you say so.
Okay. Very ano naman, wala namang emosyon. Ano ba yan?
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing.
What?
There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you. Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire.
Deserve.
Maybe that's how it always should have been.
Fine. Okay.
No nonsense. I like it. Alright, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone. What
Bye, girl.
today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down. Yeah, true. But even so, after after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
Fierce.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Yes.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Yay! Is it done? Is the quest done? Is it done? Ay, okay. Cutscene. Oh my gosh, hindi pa rin sila tapos.
To end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
Oh.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died of old
Gosh.
age. He's the perfect fit to be the The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara, all these expressions of joy, melted. Life is a story too long to be told.
Okay. Oh. Ah, narinig niya. Okay. Return to the resting place. Resting place. Wait. Palit party muna ako. Explore team. Yeah. Hey. Bababa. Ooh. Dito? Okay.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
True.
Wow, great! Huh? Look at that vase. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
Hindi ko naalala. Nabasa niya yung vase.
You sound lost
Oh.
and confused.
Oh, girl, who is this? Wait. Wait, nagulat ako. Sino to? Okay, hold on. Sandali. Nagulat ako. Okay. Who's that?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Okay.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. But for anyone else, who can say?
Is this Miko? I don't think si Miko to. Kasi kung si Miko to, magpapakita agad siya.
a small animal runs into a tree trunk,
Mm-hmm.
though the tree may sway, it is not displaced.
Yeah.
The same is true of fate,
Yeah.
like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
I mean, yeah, same lang.
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
Yeah, who are you?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own
Girl,
eyes.
girl, who are you?
Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
What? Okay, history does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion. Ano yun?
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that?
Sino
And what
yun?
were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Gago, sino yun?
Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground.
Sino yun? What
Go
the
get someone to clean
fuck?
it up?
Sobrang random.
Feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Sobrang random. What the fuck? Sino yun? Okay, so I think natapos na yung quest doon. I think. Wala na naman na ata. Yung TCG na lang. So that's like a world quest or anything. Pero since yung goal naman natin ngayon is tumatapos yung um, Scaramush game, yung Scaramush na story, we achieved that. Very nice. Maganda. Ang cool. And we get to name him, which is nice. Weird lang kasi ang weird yung isa yung nagsalita doon sa dulo, yung creepy stranger voice. So, hold on, saglit. Magpapalit ako ng screen. Then, ayan.
If
Yeah.
you're not sure what to do next,
Oop.
how
Hey, ayan. Okay, so, can you hear na yung sounds? Narinig niyo ba yung sound? So, yeah. Goods naman siya. Maganda yung Scaramouche na story and medyo na-gets ko na kung bakit kailangan niya nung redesign sort of na nag-leak dati na magkakaroon ng redesign si Scaramouche. 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 So yeah, yun. Sorry, medyo magulo yung edits ko ngayon kasi hindi ko na-record yung kanina. Gosh, nakaka-edita. Well, anyway, um, I think that's it for today. Yeah, again, thank you for my background. I forgot yung name, pero nasa ano siya, nasa description siya sa baba, and I'll try to pull for Scaramouche for a different time. Sana makuha ko siya. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you. Yun lang. Next time, samahan niyo ulit ako sa next video. Please, I don't know, like or subscribe. Like and subscribe. And leave a comment if gusto nyo. So, that's it. Let's join. Let's join in together for another game. Maybe Genshin, maybe a different one. Because I've downloaded lots of games lately and I wanted to play a lot with you guys. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thanks. Bye-bye.